Hello everybody. Today we're going to be playing Dwarf Fortress. This is something I'm excited about because I have not done Dwarf Fortress on this channel in a while. My first videos were Dwarf Fortress, although most of them are unlisted now, because I didn't finish them, and I'd like to finally start a series and go through with it. So today we are going to be starting a fortress. I just made a world, so we're going to go ahead and jump into it. It's Akamo Avino, which means the universes of dawn, and I feel like that's a good name for our universe. So let's get started. Okay, so moving on. Did a short history or medium history, so 250 years. Okay, so here is the world we're looking at. It looks cool, I guess. So it's a small world, just one big continent. Looks like there's a little peninsula off to the bottom left. Trying to decide what I feel like doing today. Didn't really come in with an idea, which I think is one of the better ways to go into it. This is ocean? That's interesting. Surroundings terrifying. Oh, that's because it's just ocean. I think that's why. Yeah, it's not like particularly savage here or anything, I don't think. Now here's something. Okay, we do have light aquifer, varied aquifer. I've never seen that before. Oop, I pressed something. We have two temperate oceans like in the middle. That's interesting. So we have the Sea of Consideration, which I will take into consideration when choosing our ocean. And we also have the Waters of Ruin, which is very cool. So we have the Sea of Consideration, the Waters of Ruin, the Seas of Sieging. All around is the Seas of Sieging, but then we also have the Wordy Waters and the Wet Forest. Very interesting. We have the Waters of Ruin and the Sea of Consideration. I'm going to be honest, I'm looking for something without an aquifer, just for my getting into Dwarf Fortress again mode. I'm going to do a quick search. We're just going to go aquifer. No. No. And then do that search. And we're going to look for near the ocean. I don't think I've ever done an ocean start, so doesn't seem to be any areas over at the Waters of Ruin, but might be some spots here. That's Joyous Wilds. That might be too easy, but I guess that would be okay. And then we could always do something around the Seas of Sieging, but I am quite enjoying the Sea of Consideration over here. So I think we're probably going to go with that right here. Gonna go up. Kind of want to include some of this ocean tile stuff here. So we have shrubland, ocean. That's it. Is everything here shrubland? We got the Hills of Skewering. Yeah. We're in the Hill of Skewering around the Sea of Consideration. I say we go for this. Okay, so we're going to click Embark. Salt water. That'll be fine. Now, I was considering if I wanted to prepare carefully or not, and then like montage through prepare for the journey carefully, but we're going to go for play now. Just because I don't think we need to prepare carefully. I'm trying to think if there's anything I really want to do, and there's not, like, for choosing animals, so we're just going to go for play now. And honestly, for most basic starts, like if you're a beginner, I suggest play now, because it's not that complicated. And then I know there are other presets, if you're using, what is it? What's DF noob? Oh my gosh, it has been so long since I used anything other than just base Linux. Or base Dwarf Fortress. But yeah, the noob starter pack, that's what it is. Anyways, you've arrived. After a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidden wilderness beyond, your harsh trek has finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of all of Zesmoldath. Oh, also, you can't choose your name, but that's fine. There are almost no supplies left, but with stout labor comes sustenance, whether by bolt, plow, or hook. Provide for your dwarves. You are expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you, but it is spring now. Enough time to delve, secure lodgings, ere the wolves get hungry. A new chapter of dwarven history begins here at this place. The Kumkulal. Spearwonders strike the earth. So, getting a lay of the land, it's pretty boring. Yeah, there's not much going on here. No, it looks like the ocean goes down 2 levels. I don't know if you can dig under the ocean. I will be curious to see that. Yeah, here we are. We are surrounded by wet red sand. That's interesting. And what's this? Driftwood. I don't know what driftwood can be used for, but I'd be interested to see if I can use that in crafting. Very interested. Okay, so first thing I always do is I'm going to get profession set. I might kind of zoom through that real quick. Okay, now I'm done. Did some basics. I just have 2 miners now, so, and I call them rockbeards because they also are going to be doing masonry and stuff. Eventually we'll have dedicated miners and dedicated masons, but for now they're the same. I named our carpenter the elf instigator because he's going to be cutting down trees. And then we have the artisan is the jeweler. And I decided maybe a fun route to go in this would be to do a lot of fishing. Fishing's fun, so we're going to keep the fisher dwarves doing fisher work. Usually I assign them different jobs, but yeah, we're going to keep them. So now we get to the part where we're planning our fortress. So let's look around, dwarves. We see a nice stream here, which I imagine has fresh water in it. I don't know if you can... Yep, it is fresh water. So I'm thinking we might settle near that. Maybe on the sand? Probably not on the sand, actually. We're gonna settle right here. We see a spot where there are no trees, and it's all just open space. And we've got some apple trees nearby, walnut tree, and then, yeah, just some trees. And these are probably ginkgos. Yep. We're going to cut down a couple of the ginkgo trees, probably. Unless I find out. Yeah, we need to cut down a couple trees. So we'll cut down 2 ginkgo trees for now. And I guess we need to get started our digging process. We're actually going to make that a downstairs. There we go. Alright, dwarves, get to it. Their first day and it's already started raining. That does not bode well for the dwarves. They gather around doing nothing, which makes sense, I guess. We're going to go ahead and start a wood stockpile. Their first job will be to just carry lumber from one spot to another. We're going to put it down here. wet, soggy lumber. There you go. Now everyone has something to do. And the waves crash over our wagon. That's not good. We need to quickly move everything. Ocean wave. But let's see how people think about that. It's been raining and that's annoying. That's true. Yeah. So we're gonna try and get these dwarves out of the rain. The first way we're gonna do that is we're gonna do something I don't do often. We're gonna build a little above ground house for these dwarves. And there we have it, a nice little shack for dwarves to spend time in. We'll make it a temporary meeting zone so that they stop hanging out where they're just getting soaking wet from the ocean. It's just a little square shack at the moment, but one day it will be nicer. And then underneath we have started work on a temporary or small little cellar to put our things for now. Good work, dwarves. Okay. Now we're going to do something that a lot of the community doesn't necessarily like. We're going to make a everything stockpile. We need to allow. There we go. Cheese plant. What is... I know there aren't any options, but what plants make cheese? Very interesting. It's like vegan cheese, I guess. We will enable pretty much everything. Not refuse. No thank you. And not stone. But ammo, coins, bars, blocks, gems, finished goods, leather, cloth. And not wood. Just for now, they are gonna chuck everything down here. So that, I guess we don't want the stockpile on the stair itself. There you go, dwarves. A little stockpile. Then they will clear out the wagon and we can empty the wagon. The next work will be on dormitories, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some beds constructed. And we'll be back in a couple weeks, dwarven time. Hold on here, just got an interesting message. We have a wolf woman who attacked a group of wolf people. That's not good. Let's see here. A whole group of them, a big group. That's potentially a problem. Especially since we have people just sleeping outside right now. Here's they killed one of our dogs. This is indeed interesting. Mostly our dogs getting attacked here. Looks like the elf instigator now has a kill. Let's go kills. One wolf, two wolf women. Wow. There's still 7 of them. Looks like they might be migrating off page. Now there are only 5. Let's take a look at one of these. A person with the head and tail of a wolf. Does that mean everything else is the same? That's... Oh, like there's, canine cephalo something or something. That's very interesting. We might need to usher them away if they don't leave of their own accord. Oh, what are our dogs doing? Our dogs are actually still alive. Probably just very wounded. Let's see. Her fourth left front toe is gone. Her rear paws are... yeah, she's not looking great. What about you? This one's okay. Cat's okay. The horse is okay, and so is the yak. Looks like we mostly have won this fight then. So let's just continue on. They are frightening the horses. Things continue, I might have someone attack them, but for now, they don't seem to be causing an issue. Let's just keep going with things as they are. Luckily, it looks like the wolf people have left. We killed a total of 3 of them. Interesting. Digging down, we've hit hematite, which is good, and mudstone, which is neutral, but hematite is a really good metal to be hitting this early. And we're going to start... I wish we had a better entrance to the underground, but this will just have to do for now, because we need to start getting stone, metal. Let's do this, something like that. It'd be nice if we could start building our houses out of stone. We really need somewhere for people to sleep. Okay, so I've finally made a manager, and we're going with our Fisher Dwarf for that. So let's go ahead and set our manager, or I guess bookkeeper settings. Highest precision would be good. So hopefully that'll help us actually start doing things. And then I want to start a job for wooden blocks. Do a perpetual order. However, I want to specify only with ginkgo wood. Because I do want to make this more of an above ground fort. That's just hard for me. I've never really done that before. It's kind of confusing. You know, we also need some bins. I bet that would help us out a little bit. I guess we can put a random block stockpile. Just like right here. Just for now. I'm okay with there being a basement level, but I want to keep everything relatively high up, which is the main reason I think I'm running into difficulties. I've never really done that. I'm also building a masonry so that we can start making mudstone blocks, and then we'll have stone bricks that we can use for walls and things. Oh, and silly me forgot to make a trade depot, which we're gonna put off to the side over here. Or no, we're gonna put it right out front. Oh, here's some news. First migrant wave. Let's see how many we get. Wow, they keep coming. Looks like we got 8 new arrivals. Okay, so this is a pretty good group overall of migrants. We got a miner, some wood cutters, which I made, a zoologist, and an elf instigator. And then someone who has legendary musical skills, so I'm going to make them a musician as soon as I get a tavern, so I just named them musician, so I'll remember that. Someone who's just going to pick up plants, called him a greenbeard. Some farmer dwarves and a peasant. And, not all of them have that defined jobs just now. So, name of the game here is to find work for everyone, and also really need to build our houses. Dormitory is just about done. Accidentally set that up where it shouldn't. There we go. No. Stone. We need to make let's see, stone door. With the dwarves hard at work on their new home, we'll return in the autumn once the traders arrive. And with that, guys, we're going to finish up with this episode. Join us in the next episode to see how the rest of our year goes, and we'll get into winter. Thanks for watching. Bye.